Hi everyone. Today I thought I had a kind of a crazy idea, just something for fun. I'm going to make a role play roulette wheel. So I'm going to start off just making a circle. I don't know if you can see this okay. Just a circle, freehand. And then I'll divide it first in half, oops, and then in quarters, then in eighths, and then, all right, now it's an eighth, right? And then I'll put role play roulette. So what I want you guys to do is send me in the comments a role play idea that you would like me to do, and I will fill them in. In fact, I think I don't know how many I'll get from you guys, but I think I'll make 16 just in case we get a lot. Oops. Just doing this freehand so they're not perfect. All right, so that's 16 spaces. And then when you guys send me your role play ideas, I'll fill them in here, and then I'll figure out some way to randomly, I don't know if I'll make a spinning wheel, I haven't quite figured that part out, but then I can do the role plays that you want. Sometimes I get ideas for role play and I just get inspired to do something, but it's nice to have suggestions, and I do reserve the right to veto if it's something I'm just not comfortable with doing. You know, I can't promise I'll do all the ones that you suggest, but anyway, I just thought it would be fun to do ones that you guys would like to see, and so that's Role Play Roulette. So let me know any ideas that you have or things you'd like to suggest that I do, and then I'll fill them in and show you what we've got next time. All right, so that's, just wanted to do that to get that started today. And then I thought that I would work on the coloring a little bit, which I started the other day, and then until the leaf blower guy. So this is what I've got so far. I tried different kinds of markers. I tried colored pencils. I tried the pastels. They didn't really work. And then these markers, the set here, and they're pretty thin point, fine point, so they take a long time to sort of fill in. But they do have, this set comes with 4 or 5 wedge-shaped markers, which make a nice, more of a solid block of color, and not where you see every single stroke. I'm not crazy about that look. I like it to be solid, like paint. But these 5 are fluorescent. So I did one block. I think this orange was with the fluorescent. I think I went over another marker because you can see some streaks. So I'm not sure. I think I'll just try using the fluorescents and see what happens. So I've got this orange, this pink, and there's blue, sort of a turquoise shade of blue, and then there's a green, sort of a grass green, I would say, maybe a little bit, almost a lime green, really. And then there's a yellow, and you can see the yellow there. And that, there's only, I thought there were 5. Oh, there are 5. So these are the 5 fluorescents. I kind of wanted to make the unicorn white, but there's no white markers, so I'm not, what I might end up doing is mounting the whole thing on a white board, because it is translucent, and so the white would show through really well there. Shoot. Oops. Sorry about that. Getting crowded around here. Alright. So I will continue on. Well, your Shasta bark, about to bark. So this is kind of faint. I think it came out brighter last time. I'll try that blue. Blue's, oh, the blue looks nice. It's a really pretty shade of kind of an aqua. So let's see. I'll put blue every so often, I think. Excuse me. I'll do all of one color instead of going around to adjacent. Squares or pieces, whatever you call them, sections. I don't know how that will work out, but that way I don't have to keep taking the caps off. And these fluorescent ones, I think they seem to dry out pretty quickly. The orange one already seems a little bit faded to me. So I just also wanted to say that it's been really nice to get back to the videos, and I wanted to say how much I appreciate when you guys make comments. Even though, like, I received so many nice comments over the years, but sometimes it still feels like, is there anybody out there? Like sometimes I'll get a comment that says, oh, I love your videos, I've been watching them for years. And it's like, I had no idea that person was out there watching. And like, oh, it's kind of like, oh, I have a friend out there that I didn't even know I had, and it just feels really good to know that you're out there. So I'm not saying that, you know, I need accolades or anything like that. It's not like, oh, tell me how great my videos are. I don't mean anything like that. I guess what I mean is just knowing that you're out there, so even like just once in a while, say, hi, I subscribed a long time ago. I don't know. It can feel really lonely. I know I said this before, but sometimes, I know that people are watching them because I'll see the statistics. They'll say, 120 people viewed your video, in the first couple of hours or something, but that's just a number, and I don't know who the people are. So I guess I just was hoping that I wanted to know, I want to know who you are a little bit, and just know that you're out there, and I feel like I have a friend out there. I guess, I don't know, I feel extra lonely since I lost my mom. And that's what's been so difficult for me for these last years, and still really hard, really, really hard. And I never said it before because I would probably cry, and I didn't really want to cry in a video. But I know, that I'm sure there are several of you that have lost somebody close, and so I just wanted to let you know that I've been there too, and if you want to write to me, or if you want to talk about it, or tell me about, how has it been hard for you, and is there something I can do, some way I can help you with your loss? I would love to do that too. So that's all. I just wanted to share that, and I know I'm not talking really loud here. I've got the mic, so I hope that you can hear it okay. I've got the mic about, 4 or 5 inches away, I guess. I also wanted to pick up the coloring sounds, so the mic, you can kind of see it. It's right here. I didn't clip it to my shirt. I clipped it to a jar. So I thought, well, this way you can pick up, the coloring sounds, which is neat, like the paper and pen sounds. This is what I have so far. It's upside down now. Sideways. So hopefully it's close enough to me and close enough to the paper. So now I'm going to do a little bit of the pink. So I did the blue and the yellow. So I'll try some pink. It doesn't dry really quickly, I notice. I'm getting it on my hands already. It's smudging a bit, but that's okay. I think these are water. I don't remember if these are permanent or not, but anyway. They're not the watercolor. The watercolor markers I really like, but they didn't work so well on this one because it's not porous paper, and watercolor needs a bit of a porousness to it. if you like art-based ASMR videos, I did one, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, I don't remember. And it's like an art class teacher. And if you enjoy like seeing different paints and pencils and art supplies and things like that, you might like that one if you haven't seen that one. It kind of was a fun one to do. Maybe I might do another one, a similar one or something related to art or arts and crafts. I like doing the teaching role plays. They're kind of fun. And the other kind of one of my favorites to do was I don't know how many of you ever watched the Carol Duvall show. It was on several years, and she was she liked to do crafts, and she would have different guests on her program. And then she would do some crafts herself, and she would excuse me, show things like what is that? Different products, like new products, books, tools. You know, there was a period where the crafts products were just really flourishing and expanding. And she would have these people on her show to show what the new products were. Anyway, I really liked that show, and fortunately it's not on anymore. But, let's see, I tried to do a video that kind of was like hers, reminded me a little bit of hers. It was kind of it was sort of was a art supply show and tell. I think that was kind of like what it was. Anyway, that was one of my favorites to do, I think because it reminded me of her show. But if you like that sort of thing, you might enjoy that one. And so, this green is pretty, I think. It's kind of reminds me of like Easter colors. And let's see. So how are you guys doing with the pandemic? I know I got my vaccination last April, last month. I got the Pfizer, and the second one really hurt. My arm was really sore for about, I don't know, it seemed like a week. But I did not have any side effects, so that was really nice. That's what I was mostly afraid of. But it feels good to just be able to go out. I mean, I went to a restaurant with my dad and my sister and brother for my dad's birthday, and that was about a week ago, week and a half, and that was the first time that I'd been to a restaurant in over a year. So my dad has still been going to restaurants, sitting outside, wearing masks, sitting in patios, but I was a lot more paranoid than my dad. Both my husband and I have been really paranoid about COVID and just trying to be super cautious. But now it just feels like business. There's things here that aren't horse, but I don't know what they are. Like, it looks like a structure, but I can't quite tell. So I'm just going to do them all as background since I don't really know what it's supposed to be. I don't want to accidentally color in a section that's actually part horse. Unicorn, I should say. Not unicorn, not horse. So that's something that's just been really nice since getting vaccinated, feeling like we could actually go out a little bit. Yeah. So I hope that you guys are feeling much better and maybe getting out a little bit more, and everyone's stayed healthy and has not gotten sick, and your families are healthy. I'm sure that I know there's some places where people are still getting sick a lot, so please continue to be careful and be safe. So let's see, I only have one color left after the orange, which is the yellow. I haven't done, oh wait, I did do the yellow. I've done all the 5 colors. Looks like I'm gonna have to go back. That's the thing about this method is you don't know how many of each color that you're gonna need to sort of fill all in. But I tend to be a perfectionist, so I should not worry so much, but I do like things to be. That's what we've got so far. It kind of looks neat in front of I don't know if you can see that, but it looks nice in front of the light. So I think I need a little more orange because it feels like there's not quite enough orange around. There's one there, maybe one there. I'm also like, oh, we can't have 2 colors next to each other, which of course that's kind of kooky. All right, I think we'll do maybe one more. This one needs to be orange. Okay. I think I was thinking about looking at my old videos, and the most popular ones seem to be the page turning ones. So at least they get the most views over time. Like some of the ones that have like 10,000 views and such are the ones like no talking page turning, like magazines, and which is kind of neat because that was my favorite thing to watch when I first started watching ASMR was the page turning ones also. There's just something so relaxing about it, and I think, at least for me, it sort of reminds me of being a kid and being like maybe on a Sunday, and where's the yellow? Just green. Maybe my dad would be reading the paper. We'd be looking at the comics, and my mom would be, I don't know what she'd be doing. Maybe she'd be puttering around in the kitchen, or maybe she'd be reading a section of the paper as well. Anyway, it was just very relaxing and comforting, I guess. Comforting. Alright, so I did some more greens, some more blues. I got a few more sections to fill in. So let me try the pink. Do some pinks over here. Pink there. Pink there. This is pink here. The nice thing about this vellum paper is it's really smooth, slick and smooth, and the ink just goes on really nicely. You don't have to go over and over and over it. Alright, I'll do one more little bit of pink. I've still got a few more spaces. I think I need another orange over here. Trying to keep them up a little bit balanced so they don't have a whole bunch of color. It's the same color ones in one place. I'm doing orange here. And maybe an orange here. And I think I need a yellow here. And maybe a yellow here. Not to get ink on my sweater. Yellow here. And a spot there. And a spot there. This one here. Almost done. This went a lot faster than I thought. Got just a couple more ones. I think this one should be maybe green. I really enjoy Tony Bomboni. I'm sure you're familiar with him if you watch a lot of ASMR. I like his older ones especially. He does a lot of things with a close-up mic now, which is not really my favorite, but his older ones where he doesn't have the super duper sensitive mic, I really enjoy those. Like he has one on how to manifest anything, and he has one on how to save money. I like a lot. Let's see. He has some where he uses the whiteboard, and I like that. Those sounds of the whiteboard, and that's what this kind of reminds me of too. We have a giant whiteboard, but I have a small one too. We could do something with the whiteboard. Alright, do a few more spots that I keep seeing that aren't filled in yet. So green, and do a little green there. Behind the horses, the unicorn's mane, I think. I think I got all of them. I'll show it to you behind. Don't forget the Role Play Roulette. Don't forget to put it in your comments. Okay, fill them in there, and yeah, we'll do that next time. So just so that you can see what it looks like behind with a white background. You can see the unicorn and then the colorful background. So I'm not sure if I should just mount it on a whiteboard or in a clear frame. It might be kind of nice just to put it in between glass and hang it in a window, like stained glass. That might be cool. I have to think about that. So that's all for today. I've got to go wash the ink off my hands. And hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.